are here. 6K? Listen. That is wild to me. That is wild to you, girl. I need y'all to come on in the room and run up them likes for me. Scotch Gang, I'm so excited. Like, how's y'all's weekend going? How's everybody's weekend, honey? Hit the like button. Thank you. Ooh, my people are in here. Hey, UKP. Hey, Jameer. Hey, Reality. Hey, Mrs. Ginger Jordan. Hey, Classical Monster. Hey, Cree 52. Hey, Organization 14 Zion. Hey, Raina. Hey, Kamani. Hey, Robert Rosencrantz. Thank you so much, y'all. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Francesca. Hey, Claudia. Thank y'all so much for joining. Oh, my Lord. Y'all. Hit the like button for me. Oh, before I get started, I wanted to give a quick shout out to India M. India, if you're watching this, I wanted to say thank you so much for the Cash App. I got it from the last live that I did, but I didn't see that notification. So I didn't get to shout you out, mama. And I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you because you always come through with a Cash App for me. You be lacing me, girl. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Ooh, I got a super chat from Tammy Talks, the legend, the icon. Thank you so much, Tammy. I appreciate you. Baby, we got the big steppers in the house tonight. Period. Yes. Thank you, Tammy. 6K. We here. We got a lot to talk about. I'm going to try to condense everything because I took so many notes. But before we get into today's hot topics, I just wanted to say thank you to all of Scotch Gang for all of the shares, the hypes, the retweets, the comments, the likes, the Cash Apps, super chat, super stickers. Like, the way you all have showed me so much love and so much encouragement, and not just in this space, but of all of my gifts in general. Like, y'all are smart and funny and witty people. And just as much as I feel like I come down here and I entertain y'all are hilarious people to me. Like, I really enjoy our interaction. So I just wanted to say thank you so much and how much I appreciate y'all. Hold on. What? This is crazy. Things are hell, but you are being a slice of heaven every time you're online. I can only speak for me, but you have saved my life twice. What? Reality. Thank you so much for saying that. And I hope that things are going well for you. And things are hell right now. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. I was not having the best weekend, to be honest, but I was like, no, I need to, switch up the energy. I need to come down here and look good and feel good with y'all. So, I needed a little shake up, but like, I mean it when I say, like, I genuinely look forward to, hanging out with y'all and hearing y'all's opinions. And when we go live and, go back and forth, even when we don't agree on everything, like, so many of y'all are just like cool and chill and respectful and don't get weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people get weird, but y'all have been so consistent with me. And I just feel like, in my social media history, this has just felt like a very special, like, place where it's like my little digital corner that I've carved out and I can just be myself. Like, that feels amazing, So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate you for joining. Four Man's Red Forehead. Did you change your name? Thank you so much. Hey, Dina Cole. Thank you so much for joining. All right, y'all. We have so much to discuss. Okay, so hit the like for me as you come in. I'm gonna pop this bottle really quick. Yeah, it's a celebration, honey. I also feel like this. I like to come down and celebrate every 1,000 with y'all because I feel like every thousand is a huge milestone. I mean, maybe I'll feel different once I get like to 10K, whatever. But it just feels like a huge milestone every thousand for me. And I don't like to let moments pass me by. You know, like if I feel like if you want to celebrate yourself, you should do that and invite people to do it with you. Like don't wait on anybody to celebrate you. I feel like, I mean, this is just my experience as a single woman. And, you know, married women or women with children may feel similar, but I feel like if you're married or if you have children, you know, people are going to like throw a baby shower for you. They're going to throw a little bridal, this or that. But when you're a single woman, you have to like throw these moments for yourself and invite people in, you know? So celebrate yourself, even if you are married, even if you have kids and you already, you know, you feel like your people are good about celebrating you. Just create those moments. So, wepa. Anyway, we listen, I'm gonna drink a little bit. I don't want to get too toe up. Y'all, I went out on Friday night and I got so tore up for my homegirl's birthday. I had like 4 glasses of Prosecco and those people filled it to the top. Like it was like these long stem champagne glasses and they filled it to the top, honey. I was out of there. I don't know why I thought the next morning I would feel okay. Like I was definitely wilding that night. Okay. So cheers to the next 1,000. We on the road to 7K, period. Period. Yo, it's 40 of y'all in here already. I need y'all to hit that like button for me. Can I get at least 30 likes? Mod Squad, let me know how many likes we got. Oh, this is good. This is fantastic. 29, that's not bad. Okay, can I get 35 likes? You were here at 100? Brianna, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You were here from the start. You are essentially, I consider you like one of my day ones. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Brianna. All of Scotch Gang, every one of y'all who have been here since I was doing Drag Race, when I was on Jaden XD. Most of y'all have come from Potomac. Most of y'all, I have grown my audience with Potomac. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. Like the Potomac audience is like we gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about my feelings about Potomac. I might as well just get into it because girl, I'm at the 10-minute mark. Ciao. I didn't realize I was running my mouth all this time. I love you too, Brianna. Jaden XD are the homies. I'm telling you. And Married to Medicine. Yes. Because the second time I reviewed Married to Medicine, I got a really big response. Like I randomly like got like 7,000, maybe 8,000 on one of my videos and the people were really coming through around that time. My laugh is infectious. Thank you, Kevin. Y'all are so sweet. Mm. All right. Before we fully get into the updates, I did speak to this a little bit on, oh, I got a new member, period. Claudia became a new member. Thank you so much, Claudia, for becoming a member. You should be able to just go straight to my page and see the join button. I don't know if I linked it in the description, but by the time you guys come back for the replay, I'll have it linked. I might have forgot it this time. I'm so sorry, y'all. But thank you so much, Claudia, for becoming a member. Can I just tell y'all that, listen, those of you who are members of my channel, shout out to y'all. I love y'all down. Everybody who has rejoined, I love y'all so much because those couple of months where I kind of took a break and I wasn't reviewing I wasn't reviewing. I was just doing lives and jumping on and talking hot topics. Y'all joining the membership really carried me through for the last couple of months. So I just wanted to say thank y'all. Like, listen, everything counts. Every little bit counts. Every member, every cash app, every super chat. I love y'all down for real. Now that I'm reviewing Housewives again, things are kind of back on track monetarily with my channel. So, that's been fantastic. But I did speak to this in my last review, so I want to speak to it a little bit again before I get into like all of the updates and everything. Hey JG, what's up, babes? Oh, listen, Brianna, baby Jameer is a mod for everybody. I know that's right. So I did see, I think I saw Jameer in Brooke Ashley's comments as a moderator, and I said, Jameer see, okay, I'll speak to this personally, right? The reasons why I chose Jameer and Reina and Ariel was because those were the names that I saw the most in my chat. They were the most consistent. Now, I might, end up pulling up one more person, but some people just show up as just very consistent, and Jameer has like a very cool, even, chill personality. He don't be doing too much. Like, he be on the money with his points. And listen, we don't always agree, but we always keep it respectful. So I love that. Of course, Jameer is like, where else are you moderating, by the way? Because I know it's Brooke Ashley for sure, but it's certain people that be in the comments that is just like, yes, 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 you get it. And there are certain names, and I'm not just talking about moderators, but there are certain people that are not moderators that show up, and I'm just like, oh, my people are here. Like Brianna, like JG, like Claudia, like Jamzanita, Kevin Reynolds, like all of y'all that are here right now, Robert Rosencrantz, Brianna, like it's people that reality, everybody that shows up consistently, I'm like, these are my people. So it feels good to like really establish that, because you never really know what you're gonna get when you decide to jump online and you're like, okay, I'm gonna share parts about my life that are very private, or you go from like civilian to somewhat like I don't even consider myself like an influencer, but I know technically I would be considered like a public figure. It's kind of weird, but yeah, it's just nice to see certain names and certain people, like, you know The Shay, welcome, love. Oh, and before I get into it, I just wanted to say happy heavenly birthday to my cousin Mo. It's her birthday. She would have been 40 today, and she passed away from lupus a couple of months ago. She was really struggling, even though she was a fighter. And I just love her and I miss her so much. So I just wanted to raise a glass to my cousin. And yeah, I thought I would have more time with her. But I'm trying to live in her example, and that's all we can do. So, I don't want to get emotional, child. Y'all know I'm a baby. I be getting emotional, honey. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, babes. Uh, oh, okay. I thought somebody was saying it was their birthday. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. Reality, thank you, my love. I appreciate you so much. Y'all are so sweet. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for saying rest in peace to my cousin. I will say that of all of the content creators on YouTube, both you and the Brooke Ashley give nice fashions. I'm just saying. You see it. Thank you, Kevin. And thank you for acknowledging it. Like, so many of y'all be in the comments telling me that I look nice and that you want to see looks. I'm working on that. I am working on some side content for y'all. I'm trying really hard to get it all together. It's just, y'all know I go back and forth with depression a little bit, but I'm working on some stuff for y'all. I hear y'all, I hear the things that y'all are saying, the comments and the compliments that y'all give me. Y'all always make me feel so appreciated, because I do put a lot of effort into my looks, like, and y'all help me with that too, like with the membership. excuse me, with the cash apps, with the tips, the super chats and stuff, like all of that goes back into me and my channel and like makeup and making sure that I have like my hair together and product and, you know, putting that shit on, putting on fits and new jewelry and this and that, like all of that. I put it back into myself, and that y'all notice actually means a lot. Like, I appreciate y'all. I would love a wash day or something. I'm almost to waist length. I got you. I actually went from like waist length to butt length when I was like using I haven't really done it so much, but when I started incorporating rice water into like my hair routine, that changed the game for my hair because whatever that chemical is in rice water, it helps to seal your hair, seal your ends. So I wasn't seeing split ends like that anymore. And I didn't really have to cut my hair. I hadn't cut my hair in like 3 or 4 years using rice water. So definitely try that. I do have to do some type of wash day thing for y'all. Y'all have been asking. The look is stunning. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Rice water does it for my hair. It does it. My hair loves rice water. It's like an ancient Chinese um, remedy that they use for their hair. And yeah, it strengthened my hair and it also loosened the curl pattern. And but the thing is with rice water, you got to move fast with it. Don't play with it. Don't, it's not a leave-in. You put it on your hair all over, you saturate it, you massage your scalp with it for a couple of minutes and you rinse it out all the way and you shampoo it out and you shampoo your hair twice. Okay? So let me get into Potomac cuz I just been running my mouth, child. All right. So I did speak to this a little bit in my last review, how I just felt like when I come down here, I'm always fussing with these Potomac girls. And, you know, I noticed, and I'm sure everybody else notices as a viewer, right? But every franchise has a tone. There's a tone for each franchise, and the tones are very different. And the tone that was set for Potomac gave me a lot of anxiety, much like Real Housewives of New York. I remember I, went to speak about Real Housewives of New York in a live, and then I was going to go back and review one of the controversial episodes. I felt sick to my stomach. I couldn't even stomach it. I couldn't review it. Like I was like, this is making me sick. I don't like this. With Potomac, I feel sometimes in the past that I had been similarly stressed out watching it, like just anxiety through the roof. I already suffer from anxiety as well. Okay. So like actually diagnosed. So, I just get this thing with Potomac sometimes where I feel like I get a little bit of PTSD. And I feel like us as viewers, we have PTSD watching Potomac. I feel like we're always on guard. Like we're like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like it's this feeling where it's like, what's about to happen next? Because we're just so used to it's like this history of colorism and certain people are allowed to act in a certain way and others are not. So I just feel like I had been going up against that in this season of Potomac, and we are literally only 2 episodes in. I should not be feeling like that. I don't feel like that is okay. And then I compare that to Salt Lake City, where the energy is so much more, it's lighthearted, it's fun, it's funny. I look forward to coming down here and reviewing that with you all. You know what I'm saying? And with Potomac, I'd be like, oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that. I feel like too, after season 5 with Candace and Monique, that just changed everything with Potomac. Like it just went downhill after that. It went straight to hell. Child, listen, Francesca, I said that. It was only the light skin lies that were accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like Mia was widely accepted. The girls were okay with her. The only time that it became an issue for Mia to be telling lies, because remember, she came in telling lies and the girls didn't seem to mind. But the only time it became officially an issue was when Carlos King got down on his channel talking about how Mia is the new Portia. Mia is Portia. Mia is Potomac's Portia. And a lot of us were like, now, wait a minute, Carlos, slow down and relax. Stacy's lives are harmless. She has no victims in her lives. Now, with Giselle, it's different. With Ashley, it's different. Jameer, he really did. He gassed it so bad. JG, I'm gonna speak to this for a quick second. I met Stacy at the Kempire show. I met her, I went up to her, and we had a pretty close conversation. Like, we were in close quarters. Like, she wasn't that far from me. Like, she wasn't like in my face, but she was sitting down, and I went to kind of like kneel down next to her to not like stand up and block anybody's view. She was kind of like at the far end, and I didn't want to like bring any attention to us. And I went up to her and I was like, hey, like, I'm a big fan. I really enjoy you on this show. I think you're a great fit for the cast. I do reviews. She asked me what my name was, what my channel was. Cool, cool, cool. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all, I know what halitosis smells like. I know when somebody got that Hallie. She did not have that. If her breath was tart, I would have remembered that, because it is something that you do remember about people. You'd be like, oh, their breath was a little bit tart. But usually you can tell for the most part when somebody had just ate something, right? If somebody just ate something, if they just drank something. For me, the worst is like when somebody just finished drinking coffee, like after post coffee breath is atrocious, right? So I know the difference between somebody having that halitosis, that Hallie, and somebody's breath being a little bit tart. Okay. I didn't get either one of those from that lady. You know what I'm saying? And if I did, it's not something that I would have thrown out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah. Yes, past alcohol breath as well. Carlos said Mia is the new breakup star, which is the breakout star, excuse me, which is delusional to me. I think that Carlos King is slightly delusional sometimes. Um, but yeah. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the general updates, okay? I already spoke to my PTSD about this show, which, it kind of just is what it is. But yeah, I took a lot of notes for this live. Um, that's so funny. Child, I was passionate. All right. So, first things first, let me go ahead and get into this conversation about Wendy, because we do have quite a few updates as it concerns Wendy, and we're going to kind of go through all of it because a lot had happened in the last week, and I didn't get to jump on and, cover everything blow by blow like I usually do. I don't even know if I'm going to do that going forward because it just be a lot going on. And I feel like too, if I'm going to be working on other content for y'all, I do have to figure out ways to make space for the new. So it just makes more sense for me, I think, to maybe jump on at the end of the week and do like a live catch up and things like that. So I'm just trying to figure out like the balance, the timing, the time management, because y'all, I work full time and it's hard. I be tired. I'm a dog mother. I gotta cook throughout the week. I lift weights 3 days a week. I try to do a day of cardio. It just be a lot going on in the week for real. On top of like feeling like, okay, I still need to rest. I still need to recharge and, have a little bit of time for me, make an outfit, crochet a little bit, things like that. So I just appreciate everybody's patience with me for real. Like, y'all are such lovely, understanding, and patient people. And y'all don't take things to heart. Like if I can't, fully commit to something. So I just appreciate that. All right. So I just want to speak to the conversation about Wendy a little bit. How, and I'm just speaking more so to, like, I'm not trying to call anybody out, but I did see some odd comments from content creators. And I'm just like, y'all, this is such a weird, like, thing to hang your hat on about Wendy. I just see so much weird stuff. And I just feel like It wouldn't be me if I didn't call it out. Now, mind you, I'm not a person that I feel like I'm right about everything. I can be corrected. And there are times when I have to say, like, oh, I was wrong about that, or I changed my mind about that because I got new information, and that's okay. But I still feel like I need to call some shit out because I'd be like, I don't know, y'all are being weird. It's just getting a little bit weird to me. Jameer, wake that up. I see y'all in the comments, child. I do feel really pretty today. I think this is a good color for me. This maroon, this cranberry moment. Mm, 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 mm. All right, let me jump into my notes, okay? So I have here, baby, UKP. Anyway, so this conversation about Wendy, how people are saying that she changed so much after her second season. Here's my thing about that. Everybody is in a season of change. Most people are. I definitely am. Like, as of right now, I think I might be like 21 or 22 weeks into my workout journey. And that's not like every week, because, like, I'll take a week off from my period or, whatever. But for 21, 22 weeks, I have been, working out and making a point to do that. So everybody's in a season of change. And I don't get this conversation about, I'll be real with y'all. I saw Funky Dineva talking about this. Excuse me. I did see another content creator talking about, and I don't want anybody to feel like I'm coming for them, but I just feel like for Funky Dineva to go so hard on Wendy and be like, you're a doctor. And, we didn't expect that from you. We didn't expect you to be a baddie. She is in a space of reality TV, and that kind of puts them in the space of Hollywood, right? Um, when I go on social media, I'm not a woman in this reality TV space, so I don't have exposure to certain kinds of things, right? That doesn't mean that I don't feel a certain kind of pressure. That doesn't mean that, you know, I don't feel like my insecurities are being stoked at times. And I don't feel like that's anybody's fault. I just feel like social media is a space of people creating appearances, right? And some people are really, really good at it. And if you personally don't feel like you have everything together, it can add to it, So this whole idea of, well, Wendy, you ain't need to do that because you're a doctor and nobody expected that from you. It's like everybody wants to be beautiful, y'all. What are we saying here? Just because somebody's a doctor that they can't want or get a BBL, Dr. Heavenly went and laid her ass on the table and got a BBL. All of these girls get their titties done. Some form of cosmetic surgery, go and get their teeth done. Go and get this or that tweaked. Y'all, if I had the money, I would get my teeth done immediately. I just got a tooth pulled a couple weeks ago. And right now I'm trying to scrape together some money so I can get the next one pulled. I have to get rid of some wisdom teeth so that I can get my braces, get some Invisalign or whatever. But we all have things about us. And I just don't get why people are like, oh, she changed so much and she wanted it. Like, aren't we all a little bit insecure? Like, it's just such a weird take. It's just, and then to see people like pulling up old pictures of her and comparing her old face to her new face. And it's like, okay. What are we saying here? Like, and then the thing about Funky Dineva is like, you got some big fucking nerve. Out of all people, to be talking shit about Dr. Wendy and saying, oh, she's insecure and we never expected that from you because you're a doctor. Um, and then to be calling her out about her elitist comments and whatever else, it's like, Funky, you will be the last person to talk about somebody being elitist because the way you jump on and talk about how you're so educated and you're so this and that, but you don't seem to have a modicum of emotional intelligence or awareness, that has been a thorn in everybody's side for years. So to me, I'm like, you should be the last motherfucker jumping up to talk about Dr. Wendy. Just months ago, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember this, but I covered this. I jumped on to have a kiki about it. Funky Dineva had been sharing some pictures of himself from back in the day. He was sharing some pictures of himself from back in the day, and he said that somebody in the comments told him that when he had hair, he looked like Leon. First of all, who told you that? Who said that to you? Did somebody actually say that to you, or is that just like the person that you like idolize the most, and in your mind you look like this person, so you wanted to throw that out there? Y'all get into the cleavage today, honey. She's got cleavage today. Yes. Yes. This cute little dress, honey. Period. Girl, who told you that? Who told you you look like Leon back in the day when you had hair? So to talk about how somebody's so insecure that they went and did this and that, we're all insecure. You were so insecure that you went and slapped that atrocity on your head. You paid $700 to do it, and then you had to scrape it off your head the very next day because you slept on it and you realized it looked a motherfucking fool. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Jimu. Leon Talley, not even, Diva D, not even. He could never. I'm screaming. That's what I said, Kate Cash Dior. Sorry, Kate Ash Dior. That's what I said. What Leon? Tyra's World. You are. I am internally screaming. Like, girl. So I'm just like, what is this about? Like, I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna just leave it alone because I don't want to start no shit. I know it's cross watchers in here. I don't need y'all jumping into folks' comments talking about I was talking greasy about this and that person. Like I would want to speak more to the comments that I saw and not to the particular content creator whose comment section I saw the foolishness in, but I feel like you're also encouraging it too. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me just stay out of trouble. Like, I don't want no trouble with nobody, child. But like, to be clear, like for those of y'all who watch my channel, y'all know this is not the first time I've gotten down here and dragged the shit out of Funky Dunny. But like some of the antics just be too outrageous for me, especially where Black women are concerned. And it's like, when are you gonna start watching your step? Like, anyway, let me see what else I got in here. I don't know, like all of the comments about Wendy getting all of her plastic surgeries, digging up old bad pictures of her, it's just falling flat to me, and it's making y'all come off like mean, rotted high school children. For real. The call is coming from inside the house. Hello? Hey, HL5959. Thank you for joining. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. The Venom that I've seen online for Wendy. Like it ain't been hella criminals on Bravo doing much worse that y'all are begging to see back on the TV. Teresa Giudice had a whole rebrand. I feel like Erica Jane, to some extent, had a rebrand. I feel like also Dorit never got smoke. And Rodney the Voice said this, but motherfuckers didn't even know what PK does for a living. Like they were just questioning that recently. I love you too, baby. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for being here. So I'm just like what is this energy? Like it just gives, and I said this before too, like y'all didn't even have this much smoke for Karen. And Karen was giving Mario Kart, Need for Speed, Too Fast, Too Furious, GTA, Tokyo Drift with a belly full of Stella Rossa. And people can't wait for Karen to come back. And I do feel like Wendy deserves a moment to be able to come back and have her own redemption story. Now, I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know if she will want to come around these girls, but my thing is, I would like to see it. Like, if you could put on a brave face and come around these girls, sure, but it hasn't been a crystal stare for her traditionally. And to me, she had a pretty innocuous presence on this show. Like, Wendy, even though, she made her 4 degrees comment, that didn't even bother me so much as it seemed to get under everybody else's skin. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just felt like Wendy was always a personality where I felt like I could take her or leave her. I didn't feel like she added something so special and amazing to the space, but also I just felt like she was harmless and she also got the bad end of the stick concerning Ashley and Giselle and Robin and then Mia. Now, listen, I'm not defending what Wendy did. I'm not defending what the Osefos did. I don't care whose plan it was. It was ridiculous and stupid. And y'all should have been thinking about y'all children and y'all's families before y'all concocted this ridiculous scheme. But I'm just saying, like, if everybody else can be extended grace, why would I not extend Wendy grace as well? That's my only thing. Hey, Apple Charm. Hey, Andre. By the way, I appreciate the moderators so much because y'all always greet everybody as they come in. And sometimes I don't see everybody coming in. So when y'all greet people, it lets me to see who all is coming in. So I appreciate you so much. Hey, Lexi. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button for me, okay? Hit the like button. Y'all, I be babysitting my little drink when I get on here. Kevin, those babies, those were the first people that I thought about. I was like, who has the kids? Like, where were they when they found out? Were they at school? Were like, I be thinking about these things because kids are back in school right now. And I don't have kids. I'm not a mother, but my best friend has 3 kids. She has 2 smaller children. And we talk every day. So I always know everything that is going on with the kids. Like, I'm always asking about them, what's going on with, this baby, what's going on with my niece, da, 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 da. Like, what's the update on that? Like, I want to know. That was the first thing that I thought about. And that was also why I felt like Angel's question was so valid when she was asking Kiana, hey, did you ask about her kids? Because if somebody is saying to you, I don't know if I'm going to make it because one of my kids are sick, period. If I'm a mother, everything is getting stopped about my baby. I don't even have kids. Baby, listen, my dog, my baby, anything happened to him, like the whole house, everybody is fussing and carrying on and trying to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying? So that was a valid question. I'm with you, Mrs. Ginger Jordan. I'm right there. Stepping back, I really think, oh, I love your picture too. I'm really mad that she got so greedy and tried to scam those folks. Excuse me, y'all. The bubbles are making me burpy. Scam those folks 3 times over. She could have got her little scammy coin quietly and nobody would have ever cared. Baby, that's the one. That's the one. I think that too, this is a very good lesson in knowing when to leave well enough alone. How are you going to make 3 claims? That's insane. Leave it at one and leave it at that and put everything away. You're not going to wear the stuff out and about that you put on your claim. Like, it just don't make no sense for real. Like, oh, Lord have mercy. It was a ridiculous scheme. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't deny that. And like, yes, I'm gonna listen, y'all, full disclosure. As I go on through this show and I see things and I feel like it's an opportunity for me to get a joke off, I'm gonna get that joke off. And it's not me coming down on anybody. I have to come down here and entertain you all at the end of the day. So I'm gonna get my jokes off just on some Black people type of time. We do that. We have experienced dark times as a people. So a lot of the times, that humor, that trickster spirit. I don't know if y'all ever read like Anansi and the Spider, like those things, like that whole element of being clever and smart and funny and knowing how to get your way and knowing how to get yourself out of situations, like having the gift of gab, like being humorous, like that's all our stuff right there. So I naturally have that energy. Like, I'm going to get these jokes off, but I still will hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? So as I see things come up, I'll speak to it. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like the energy is just a lot. It's just a lot. It's a lot going on. Let me see what else I got in my notes. Oh, so I did speak to, I feel like Wendy deserves a chance at redemption. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I don't know if she would ever come around these girls again because she already had it pretty bad. Um, just in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, they couldn't stand her ass. So I can't imagine her coming back around after she has committed like a federal level crime, right? Um, I could see Bravo rolling out a special for her, maybe like a 3 episode special or something like that. And it would be nice to see Wendy be vulnerable and take some accountability and tell the story. Walk us from point A to point Z. Tell us how you got from, you know, having so much pride in your education and all of these things, right? Coming from this space of academia to getting over on the insurance companies. Like, I need to know how, right? And I drew these conclusions a little bit, but we can only assume based on what we've seen, right? Because when I look at Wendy, I'm like, okay, you have 4 degrees. You're in a lot of debt. Eddie also is a lawyer. I'm assuming that he has a lot of debt as well. I can't imagine that going to law school is cheap. It's not. Even if you go to like a lower level, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not cheap. So I would imagine that they have a lot of debt. And those of you who like to go to school and, get your PhD and your double masters, maybe one of y'all can jump down in the comments and speak to what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull a little bit more, child. I told myself, oh, I'm going to be on here for only da-da-da-da, child. We just talking. We just running our mouths today. Oh, I spilled a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. That's the Holy Spirit. When you spill a little liquor, it's the Holy Spirit. Lexi, this is what I would like to see. I want to see some vulnerability coming from her. I think that would be so refreshing. Listen, I'll be honest with y'all. I feel like as a Black woman, and I can't speak to anybody else's experience, I can only speak to mine and some of the things that I've seen. But I do feel like the world in general has this thing where they want to humble us. Like it's weird and like I see it online a lot of the times. Like a woman will be celebrating herself, celebrating her accomplishment, saying that she feels good and sexy and whatever else, and there's weirdos in the comments trying to like pull her down and tear her down. And it just makes me feel like a lot of the times people only ever like to see us going through traumatic experiences. I am not of the mindset that, you know, humble should be your default. I feel like everybody should be able to talk their shit. I feel like each and every person, I don't care who you are, if you have accomplished something, if you have hit a milestone, if you did something you're proud of, talk your shit. I do think that people do like to see humility, but I think that there should be a balance, right? Like, you can't be too humble because you have to see yourself. But also, humility does get you pretty far. But I'm just speaking to Black women in particular. I feel like people expect us to be more quiet about things, or people want you to downplay things more as a Black woman. I feel like when we watch Black women in media as well, and just traditional, I'm talking about like on sitcoms, in scripted television, on reality TV, a lot of the content around Black women just seems like one huge humiliation ritual. It's always like some nigga is dogging you out, or some motherfucker is talking greasy to you, or throwing a drink in your face, or something. Something. You know, when you look at Girlfriends, or you watch how men on Martin interacted with Pam, which was crazy because Pam, by every standard, was such a beautiful woman. But the way she was treated, right? All of the jokes about her having beady beads and her, yo, Pam's hair was always laid. Even if, she did have some, stray hairs or some naps or whatever. I'm just like, it's just crazy to see. And Ari, what's her name? Ari Lennox, the singer. She spoke to this, and I was right there with her because I'm just like, this is a really beautiful woman. So I just see all of these instances, all of these times in media where it just feels like Black women are often humbled in these spaces. I'm talking about dark women. I just went off on a tangent a little bit. I should probably circle back. Let me see what y'all saying down in the comments, child. Let me see what y'all saying up in here, honey. I'm gonna just leave that right there for a second and just let y'all stew on that. No shade to Tisha Campbell. It ain't no shade to Tisha Campbell. I love when I tell you I love Tisha Campbell, love that woman. Love her. Love her talent. Love, her artistic abilities and just everything that she has contributed to the art world. But we know that it's colorism, as the reason that she was put on a pedestal over Pam. We just know it was because y'all, Pam was fucking bad. Pam was the literal definition of a baddie by back then standards and today's standards. Today, you could take Pam, the archetype of Pam, and everything that she was, and stick her on any show, anywhere, and she would still be a bad bitch. So all of the energy that she was given was just like I get like how Ari Lennox would feel some way because that is a mind fuck as a brown skin, a dark skinned black woman to see somebody who you would look up to being treated or talked to in a certain way all the time. It wasn't just like a one-off thing. That was kind of like the dynamic between she and Martin. Listen, listen. Oh, I just saw another super chat. Period. From Callie Steve. Callie Steve, you're amazing. You always bless me with the super chats. I appreciate you so much. And I think you're a member too. So thank you so much, Callie Steve 2023, for the super chat. Congrats on 6K. You deserve to celebrate and to be celebrated. Y'all, there is a fruit fly that is driving me crazy. I'm sorry. But thank you so much, Callie Steve. I appreciate you. You always come through for me. Y'all, it's 90 people up in here. Mod Squad, I need to know how many likes we have. Like, do we have at least 75 likes? Y'all, I want to kill this fruit fly so bad. Like, girl, I don't want to kill one of God's creatures, but I'm gonna have to get you together, girl. Oh, thank you, Callie Steve. That fruit fly is driving me nuts. Oh my God. We're at 72 likes, period. Thank you, Jameer. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. Girl, what good ass fruits you got over there? So I just have bananas and apples on the counter. Also, I had my door open for a little bit. Um when my dog was in and out. So I don't know if it was like a tiny little something that came in with him. Hey Leslie. What's up, my love? I see you in here. Thank you so much for joining, boo. Wendy and Eddie have 8 degrees. That costs money. They have 8 degrees between them. Thank you, Jimu. Thank you, Lexi. Yeah, for those of y'all who are just now coming into the room, this is a 6,000 subscriber celebration. Let's be very, very clear on that. This is a 6K subby celebration, but we always gonna come down here and talk our shit. We always gonna talk our shit. But this is about a celebration. Did I get it? If I can kill that motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you. Cause you could be anywhere else in the room right now and you in my face. And I just feel like little insects are very disrespectful like that. Very disrespectful. Thank you, Chanel. Or is it sorry, my bad. Channel Demi. Thank you, Channel Demi. I appreciate you. All right, let me get back into my notes really quick. All right, cast comments. We can definitely address some cast comments up next. Ooh, the bubbles have me just. That's the one thing. Like, I love bubbles. But all of that burping and carrying on, child, is a damn mess, honey. Oh, hold on. All right, we pulling the DMs up. I be DMing myself like the stories and the things I want to talk about with y'all. All right. Some statements, some carrying on. Surprisingly, What is surprising me right now is I don't have Ashley's little blurb. What Ashley had to say. Let me find it really quick. Ashley. I could have sworn I sent that to myself. That's so weird. Anyway, I found it. No problem. So we're gonna talk about it all, honey. Cause y'all know how we do. We gotta talk about the things because I gotta put my own, I gotta share my opinion. Listen, she had me pissed off too. And I was like, listen, I gotta talk to my people about this because this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm about to share my screen with y'all. Okay. Here we go. All right. Allow. Shout out to the 80 of y'all that are here with me right now. Thank you. Listen. Can I say this? It is the middle of a day on just a random Sunday, and it's about 80 of y'all in the room with me. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you, and I don't take it for granted. Like Jay-Z said, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. All right, let me share my screen with you. And we want to also share sound. All right, y'all. So I feel like most of us have seen this already, right? Where's the sound? Here it is.
No, we were not shocked. Yeah, Lord have mercy. This ain't news to us. No, we were not shocked. Yeah, Lord have mercy.
Can I just say, Ashley, like I just found that to be so extremely corny because in the height of the shit that you had going on with Michael, whenever Michael was accused of grabbing people's asses, Michael was repeatedly accused of grabbing people's butts. That is sexual ASSAULT. Sexual harassment. That is a very hefty, serious violation against somebody's body, against somebody's bodily autonomy. Okay? In a world of, the Me Too movement and getting consent, baby, and I'm a woman. I will get consent to touch your shoulder. I'm a very affectionate person, right? So, like I'm out dating, whatever, and I touch you on your arm, your shoulder. I'm like, I'm sorry, is that okay? Because I don't want to be too touchy. I don't want to be too, you know what I'm saying? So you have to ask. So I feel like as a woman, if I have the decency and the civility to just ask somebody, like, is it okay if I touch your hand in that way? Is it okay if I touch your shoulder, like rub your shoulder in a certain way? And you can't think to ask somebody, can I grab your butt? We have to be close. We have to be friends. We have to be so acquainted with each other. We damn near had to have sex already. I feel like if you know me like that, if you're a friend, you can grab my butt and I really wouldn't, I wouldn't think anything of it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like my homegirls, like we might grab each other's booty or like slap somebody's booty or something like that. There's a familiarity. There's a comfort there. There's no harm there. If somebody is grabbing it, there is a level of intimacy that was already established. You grabbing asses with folks that you have not established intimacy with, that's a problem. You're a problem. And Ashley, I just find it funny that you will have so much to say right away when you had to play in court about your own motherfucking husband grabbing people's asses without consent. You had to play in court about your husband. And not only that, not only did you have to play in court, you turned your ass around and you had not one, but two white babies by this alleged predator. You had two white babies by an alleged predator. Oh, okay. But you got so much to motherfucking say about Wendy. It didn't surprise me coming from Ashley, but I said, my God, this is nasty. I would have expected it much quicker from, Giselle. I'm so surprised that, and I'm sure it's coming, but I am so surprised that we have not gotten a bunch of cut up clips from Reasonably Shady podcast with Robin and Giselle sitting up talking shit. But again, I think it's coming. Girl, let's wake that up. Rich the Fish said, Ashley is such a foul human being. She's been long overdue for an ass whooping, implying Monique lost her baby because of drinking, then saying the victimized producer was lying to get money. Now, I don't advocate for violence, but I do feel like this. I just feel like in the scheme of things, Ashley really has not been taken to task for her crimes. I don't know how the fuck she gets away with all of the shit that she gets away with. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know how she has gotten away with all of this shit. It don't make no damn sense to me. Now let's go ahead and get into the next clip. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all again. Oh. My bad, y'all. I be sending myself a bunch of stuff. Oh, I don't think I want to use that one. I don't think that one details it as much as I want. Okay, here it is. I won't be able to, damn. It's so weird that I can't blow this up. Like I can't expand my screen. But in any case, I'm just going to show y'all my screen and then I'll just read to you what it is, okay? So I appreciate your patience with me in advance. Got some technical limitations here, but it's all good. We still gonna work with it, but I'll speak to what it is, okay? So basically, this is NECA's comment section, okay? So NECA posted a picture of herself, and it is a very nice picture. She does look beautiful, to her credit. She does look very, very nice. I do wish she had a little bit of oil on her legs, but it's okay. I still think that she does look very nice. But in any case, I'll just tell y'all what the comment said here if you can't see it. We'll go ahead and read that. All right, so we have a comment from Sweet Tea, the real Sweet Tea. Now, for those of you who don't know, Sweet Tea is somebody who came onto another Bravo show called Married to Medicine. Okay. Now, Sweet Tea was down in NECA's comments. Have we ever heard of Wendy Osefo and Sweet Tea, aka Letitia Lunsford, who is Gregory's new wife, having an issue? No, we have not. Now, if y'all have heard of it, y'all can definitely speak to it in the comments. If y'all know something I don't know, then go ahead and tell me, because y'all gonna tell me, y'all gonna do that anyway, because that's how y'all is. Okay, but let's just wake up the fake shit right now, because this is a bunch of fake shit. Okay, let's get into this. The real sweet tea said, ooh, child, y'all, I don't know if y'all know this about me. Yeah, some of y'all might know this. Those of you who watch like older reviews, but I wear glasses in real life, like prescription, and I'm supposed to wear them every day, all the time. But I don't wear them because I be trying to get up here and show my makeup and be cute and shit. And so I be struggling sometimes to read stuff. Anyway, you're proof that this is what Sweet Tea had to say. You're proof that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. They tried to dim the light, but God had other plans. Keep living beautifully, sis. My turn coming soon. Hashtag grace over gossip. Hashtag surviving. Hashtag thriving. Love you, boo. Sweet tea, you are so motherfucking pressed and thirsty for a moment. Like, you are clearly still trying to ride your little 15 minutes. Girl, ain't nobody checking for you. Nobody's talking about you, Miss Thing. These girls don't even know who you are. Why the fuck you got something to say about Wendy? And it's not like she said anything direct, but you're being very fucking passive aggressive. And what's the reason? Did Wendy Osefo do something to you, sweet tea? Do you have a story? Girl, this survive and thriving hashtag, that was Ashley's song. So it's just like you using that is so like, that wasn't even NECA's saying. Like you're so pressed. You're so pressed to have a moment and to like jump in to kick somebody while they're down. And it's like, sweetie, you need to shut the fuck up. You need to shut the fuck up in all actuality. And you need to worry about what's going on in your motherfucking household. And worry about how your husband was dragging bitches down the step by their ponytails. Are you sleeping well at night? Are you sleeping peacefully at night? How can you? When you laying up with a nigga like that? Your priorities are so fucking out of sorts, Miss Girl. Y'all, that pissed me off so bad. Like like what did Wendy do to you? Do you have a story? I think you need to just focus on your husband and this family that y'all are trying to create. And you can't conceive. And I already said this, and I'll say it again. I feel like God is trying to tell you something. No shade. All them rounds of IVF and nothing is taken. Listen, you don't need to have a baby by a man who was dragging bitches down the steps. We saw how he talked to you in that one episode of Married to Medicine. That was actually the episode that did the best on my channel. When I said Sweet Tea needs to create an exit plan, when they went upstairs together and he was going the fuck off on her, and it had just got unnecessarily heated, and he was like placing blame on her where it didn't belong, where he was fully responsible for the argument and the fallout between him and Quad. But because Letitia was like just responding to Quad, he was like, you be good, you be like throwing all of his venom that he had for Quad and the breakup and all of that, throwing it back on you. You were released from Married to Medicine. Why are you even speaking on this? This has nothing to do with you. This don't even got nothing to do with your motherfucking cast. Why are you involved? You know what? You know what sweet tea, like her energy reminds me of? She has that very matronly, elder woman kind of energy. Like the energy of like an older aunt, like a great aunt, like your grandmother's sister. That matronly older woman who is like involved in everybody's business but don't got no business of her own, don't got shit going on. Take your ass down to the bingo night. Head to bingo. An idle mind is the devil's playground. You're meddlesome. You're meddling. This ain't got shit to do with you. You're meddling. You could be crocheting, you could be knitting, you could be reading a book, you could be playing Sudoku. You could go grab you a crossword puzzle from the CVS. An idle mind is the devil's playground. You know, them elders in the family that just be involved in everything. And it's like, how are you involved? Why are you in it? How did you get in this? If you had something to do, you wouldn't be talking shit. You wouldn't be in people's business. You need something else to do. That's what that suggests to me. Just damn miserable. Like I can't stand that. Just jumping into folks' business and spreading miserable energy. I can't. Cause what was the reason for you to do that? And again, I said this and I'll say it again. What is the problem you have with Dr. Wendy? Do you have a story? Tell the story or shut the fuck up. Like, baby, if I was Wendy, listen, Wendy, when you get back up on your feet, girl, I need you to come out. I need you to come out swinging on these bitches. Let me not do too much before my titty fall out, child. But I need you to come out swinging on these bitches because, excuse me? Child, grasping at straws in the motherfucking comment section for a moment. Like, you trying to milk your little 15 minutes for all this work? Girl, we don't give a fuck about you for real. No shade. It's no shade. I ain't like that. I ain't like that, y'all. I ain't like that. Next. Because it's giving roundhouse kick today. Everybody's getting a piece. Hey, CJ. Listen, I'm sorry you came in on this rowdy ass energy, child. Listen, you came in on some rowdy energy. Rish, I just did my silk press, like literally like an hour before I jumped on. So it's like freshly laid and it's like it has so much movement because I just washed my hair last night, child. Thank you. Yes, honey. I just got a relaxer. Was it last weekend? I think it was last weekend or the week before. Yeah, but my mom did my touch up, baby. My mom had my hair so laid. So shout out to her. I don't think my mother is watching this, but yeah, she watches stuff sometimes. But shout out to my mom. Listen, it's a roundhouse kick tonight, Kevin. I'm sick of it. I'm not saying look. Can we just be real? If you can get over, do that. You have to be smart about it, though. You have to be smart about getting over. You do. You do. I don't care as much about somebody hitting a lick with insurance fraud as much as I care about a motherfucker playing drunk Mario Kart in the motherfucking streets, like Karen Huger. Yeah, because if it falls out, we're not going to be celebrating 6K. They're going to take. Hey, Mims, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you. Y'all, we got a legend, we got an icon in the building. And honestly, one of my biggest inspirations in this YouTube space. So, huge shout out to you, Mims. I appreciate you so much for joining. Thank you. 6K, baby, we here. All right. Let's jump into the next one, okay? Because Anne-Marie Wiley was in the comments. Anne-Marie Wiley, what did Wendy do to you, and do you have a story? What did Wendy do to you, and do you have a story, Miss Thing? Because why are you camped out in NECA's mentions with some bullshit? You were dismissed from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They said that your husband was stealing coochie. Have you ever addressed that? Because your biggest moment on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was going back and forth about, whether or not Sutton should be taking medication while she's drinking or whatever. That's her motherfucking business. It ain't got nothing to do with you. So you give me meddlesome as well. You need some hobbies. You need to take up knitting, crocheting. I don't know, go back to school. Sudoku, crossword puzzle. Like I don't understand. Like what is the issue for real? Like this is so corny and so lame to me. Like this ain't has shit to do with you. And it just seems like everybody who had a problem with Wendy just y'all just want to jump up to say something. I need y'all to hit that like button for me, y'all, please. Hit that like button, okay? Also, Cookie, I don't have the screenshot of that, but Cookie was sassy in the comments too. And I'm like, do you have a story? Again, like I don't understand this. And then the thing about, Cookie dropping shady comments in NECA's comment section is like, Wendy has never publicly said anything against Karen outside of, I don't know that woman. That woman is not my friend. She still, to me, Wendy, that is, showed more compassion for Karen than Giselle ever did. But watch Karen come on this show, come back to the show, and run down in Giselle's face. Now, did y'all clock in the first couple of episodes where Giselle was saying something about how she hasn't been in touch with Karen? Karen is not answering her or whatever, like she can't get in touch with her. And why would she? Because Giselle is a shady, nasty woman. She's going to take whatever you said and she's going to come right back with it and use it against you. Cookie and her Triple H's, child. Cookie got some titties on her, honey. But Cookie just give me like the type of lady that is just like very sassy for no reason. Because why does she feel some type of way that Stacy is potentially talking to Monique Samuel's ex-husband? That ain't none of your motherfucking business, Miss Cookie, unless you're trying to sit on Chris Samuel's lap. And you might be, which is fine. That's y'all business. But if that's your friend, that's your homeboy or whatever, and you've been friends with I can't say the Samuels because it's not Monique Samuels no more, right? What last name is she going by? But unless you personally sitting on his lap, I don't see how that's any of your motherfucking business. Talking about, oh, he can't have that stank in his house. Excuse me, Miss Cookie? Listen, let me tell you something about Miss Cookie. I'm no stranger to sassy elder woman, kind of energy. Cookie is very much that elder. You will have to get them together. You have to look her in her face and be like, "Listen, toots. All of this energy, I don't know what it is. Like you got to hit her with one of those. Listen here, toots, and get real serious with Miss Cookie because don't play with me." I don't know why this is so funny. I'm screaming. Chris is no prize. Like that's so funny to me because like in reality, that's what it is. Like, are we arguing over Chris Samuels? Y'all, do y'all remember when Monique had picked up that pair of drawers that Chris, she had washed his clothes or whatever, and the boxers were literally from here to here. It took up the entire fucking screen. Those boxers were like 3 times the size of her body. I'm screaming. Like, girl, she saw dollar signs. I get it. I get it. But I just don't feel like it's that deep for Cookie to be doing all of that. And he wasn't never your man that we know of. That we know of, child. Cause Miss Cookie, I'm not even gonna say all of the things that I gotta say about that lady. Like, I'll let some time go by, and if we get a little bit more exposure to her, then I'll give some more of my thoughts about excuse me, and some more of my thoughts and feelings about Miss Cookie. Y'all, these couple of glasses of Prosecco are low key hitting me. I ain't gonna hold you. Can I say this too? As somebody who is like a former bartender and mixologist, like one of the first things that they teach you in bartending school is like, when you got a drunk motherfucker in your presence, you never want to give them anything carbonated. You never give them soda because that soda, the bubbles is going to rush the alcohol into your bloodstream that much faster. So you want to give them water or coffee, something that can help wake them up, even though coffee is not going to sober you up. Water is going to give like that balance. It's going to help you, food, of course, but child, the bubbles are taking me, honey. The bubbles are taking you, girl. You doing so good. Thank you, babe. Hmm. Oh, wait, somebody said something in here that I need to catch. I needed a live from you. It was my dad's funeral the other week, and I just need a moment to relax with some peace and entertainment. Oh my God. Cheyenne, I'm sending you so much love. Y'all, please flood Cheyenne with some love. I'm so, so sorry to hear that your dad passed. And I know that that can't be easy, when one of your creators leaves the earth, it's just like, yeah, that's a lot to deal with. But I still appreciate you so much for being here with us. And, you know, yeah, that's just rough. I'm sorry. I'm bad when it comes to like situations of grief, and like I want to be compassionate, but sometimes I really genuinely like I don't always. I feel like I want to be supportive without like doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So thank you again for being here, and I appreciate that you're here with us in the midst of loss and grief. So yeah, please flood Cheyenne with some love. Cheyenne is always in the comments, just being like so cool and amazing, by the way. Like, so I really appreciate you so much. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Um, it's 112 of y'all in here. Listen, I need 100 likes. I need 100 likes. Mm-hmm. Sure do. Mod Squad, I need y'all to let me know. I need y'all let me know where we looking for the likes. I'm so happy to see y'all lighting it up for Cheyenne. That makes me happy. That does make me happy. Sending you so much love, boo. 104. Oh, period. Okay. All right. Now, I do have another clip to share with y'all. Let's go ahead and get into that one really quick. We love you, Cheyenne. All right. Let's see where it's at though. Y'all, these bubbles, I ain't gonna hold you. These bubbles. I didn't send it to myself. That's very odd. My bad, y'all. I was a little bit unprepared for this one. Oh, Lord. Mia. My bad, y'all. What the fuck? Girl, I was not asking Meta AI for nothing, so stop it. This AI shit is really blowing me, y'all. Stop using Chat GPT as an aside. Stop using Chat GPT. Stop using Sora. Stop, putting together these videos of these AI babies. It's weird, y'all. Like, come on, y'all. It's fucking up the water supply. It's harming the environment. It's not needed. If anything, we need more human connection more than anything. We need to be connected with each other. We need to be in community with each other. We need to be helping each other out with the kids. There's a furlough going on right now. I know that government workers have not gotten paid since the government shut down, and it breaks my heart because it's just like, what can I do? What can I say? Actually, the bubbles are bubbling, honey. They are. I just want to share a resource with you all really quickly in that vein before we get back into the mess, okay? Because shit is real right now. And, we coming up on the holidays and, for the government or for the president to be like, no SNAP benefits for November, Thanksgiving is canceled. Christmas is canceled. Like, what the fuck are we saying here? Like, we need to be low-key boycotting Christmas. Like, that needs to be a conversation that I have in my household. But anyway, y'all, let me just share a resource really quick. I'm going to share my screen. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. With the government still being shut down, I put together a list of resources that could potentially help you or people you know in the area. Starting the week of October 20th, Capital Area Food Bank will be distributing food to federal workers and contractors. The distributions will be taking place on these dates at these times at these locations. It's happening at 3 locations in Maryland, 1 location in DC, and 1 location in Northern Virginia. During the shutdown, the Jose Andres Group will also be providing free lunch for federal employees. This will be Monday through Friday from 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at a few of their restaurants in DC. Nourish Now is also providing food assistance at local churches regardless of the shutdown. Here are some more details about the distribution. Here's also the schedule, including the locations. They also donate regularly to these consolidation hubs. The state of Maryland also has resources for residents of Maryland who were impacted by the government shutdown. Definitely something to check out, especially the loan program, as it may provide some relief during this time. If you're a Navy federal member, they also have a paycheck assistance program, and this is definitely worth looking into as well. I made a Google Doc with the links to all of these, and I added it to my bio, and I will also continue to update that Google Doc if I find other things that I feel like would be great to share. Good morning, everyone.
All right, y'all. So that was Life with Lola. I'm going to leave her on Instagram down in the chat, Life with Lola. And y'all can follow her on Instagram. That is a reel that she posted, and she has all of those resources linked in her bio. I'm thinking I might even post her on the community wall. But yeah, like shit is real right now. Shit is just real, and yeah. So I didn't think about that before this live, but I'm going to, whenever I come down from this live, I'm gonna jump back into the description and leave her link and her information in the description. So if you need to find her, you can absolutely do that. Okay. Hey Elran, thank you for joining, boo. Of course, Callie. Of course. Listen. Shit is real right now. Shit is too real in these streets. So you know, I don't talk about like politics and things like that on my channel because I personally intentionally keep it light because I just like an escape from all of that. I just feel like as a black woman, like my existence in of itself is political. You know what I mean? So like it just gets heavy sometimes, but sometimes you need to be real. But anyway, let me circle back to the mess. Circle back to the mess. A. So many of us have been suffering. Lord have mercy. 2025 has been hell. Praise up for anybody who has been impacted by this new administration. It's just crazy out here, man. Like, I'm praying for everybody and I'm praying for everyone's protection and just hoping that, we can figure it out together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's always been the case. Like we have to figure things out together as a family, but we need to get on code. And part of getting on code is not fucking with that AI shit. Put down the chat GPT, put down the Sora and whatever else. It is harming the environment and the communities. You know what I'm saying? It's no need for that. And also, like, I feel like most of us know this, but a program is only as good as who programmed it, right? So if it already comes with certain biases, then the thing in of itself like will have that bias as well, like that piece of technology. So I just feel like we need to be thinking about these things. You know what it is? It may be that I watch too much Black Mirror. I watch too much motherfucking Black Mirror episodes, and I'm just like, y'all, all of this shit is making me very uncomfortable. I'm gonna just be so real to y'all. Like, I don't feel like this shit is cute or funny. Like, I ain't asking Chat GPT for a motherfucking thing. I ain't asking them hoes for nothing. Thank you. Thank you so much, Cheyenne. I appreciate you, baby. And thank you for being here with us. Okay. Thanks for the balance, humor, light shit, yet valuable information. Keep sharing, sis. We need that. Thank you so much, Jendaica. That's unique and pretty. I haven't seen that name, so welcome. Listen, UKP. So, all right, let's get back into the mess really quick. Am I still sharing my screen? I guess I am. All right. So, what was the next thing I had up here? It was when I was looking for that damn Mia. All right, my bad, y'all. I'm gonna just take this down for a second. Nana, don't get me started in here because this is how I feel. I feel like a lot of the times people are either introducing us to things that already, there's a presence and they're about to roll that shit out, or they're giving these motherfuckers ideas. It's one of the two. And I'd be like, if you're exposing the shit, if you know stuff that we don't know, that's fabulous. That's amazing. But some of y'all are a little bit too, like, y'all need to stop giving these motherfuckers ideas. Y'all need to stop. Sometimes it's okay to keep that dark shit in y'all heads. It's too apocalyptic. White people, no shade. I love my Caucasian cousins, and a lot of y'all do follow me, but it's like this obsession with an apocalypse and the world coming to an end. And it's like, girl, it's crazy. And it doesn't have to be like this. None of this shit has to be like this. That's what be blowing me. But Hello? Anyway, y'all, listen. All right, y'all. My bad. I'm so sorry. I could have sworn I sent that to myself. It's got to be here. That's so weird. Cuz I know that I did. So it not being here is what? Oh, I did send it to myself. I just sent it way earlier in the week. And so I just scrolled past it. My bad, y'all. All right. I found I don't have to send it to myself again. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to share my screen with you lovely folks. Period, UKP. Period. Listen, can I say this before we get back into the mess? I just love that we here. We see each other. It's real people. We real niggas at the end of the day. We know what the fuck time it is and we know what's going on. So I need to keep emphasizing the importance of community and locking in with your people and not being on the motherfucking phones all day. I'm talking about writing people's numbers down. Remember back in the day, I don't know, some of y'all might be too young for this. But growing up, I had certain numbers memorized. Write numbers down, write addresses down, write things down, okay? Because this shit right here, anyway, child. All right, let's get back into it. Let's get back into the program.
Literally, she just messaged me a couple days ago. You know, she's one of the very only, like the only ones who is like, you know, I'm so proud. You know, what she said was, God has you covered, right? So this is, I need a second because
I get it.
I opened my phone. I had no idea what was even going on, and I'm like, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
no.
very, very shocked because I felt Miss 4 Degrees had it together. Literally, she just messaged me a couple days ago. You know, she's one of the very only, like the only ones who is like, you know, I'm so proud. You know, what she said was, God has you covered, right? So this is, I need a second because
I get it.
I opened my phone. I had no idea what was even going on, and I'm like, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
no.
very, very shocked because I felt Miss 4 Degrees had it together. Literally.
Oops, I was still muted. My bad. Take this down real quick. Y'all, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? How do you fix your lips to say that Wendy was the only motherfucker out of this group, one of the only ones that checked on your stinking ass? But then you turn around and go back into this whole Miss 4 Degrees shit. You see how you will extend grace to people who don't deserve grace and they will kick you while you're down? Wendy, I know that you regret so bad not giving her that to her face. She should have gotten a drink back to her motherfucking face at the very fucking least. And I'm not talking about your average drink. I'm not talking about no little, I'm talking about pour a double and let her ass have it with her stinking self. That was just so damn nasty. After you came up here with your sham of a storyline, lying on your kids, lying on their paternity, lying everywhere Everywhere we go, everywhere you can't turn your head, you can't swing your purse without bumping into a lie that Mia motherfucking told. It wasn't nothing but motherfucking lies. Nothing but lies. You don't even know who the fuck you are. You don't know who the fuck you are because of all of the extensive lies that you told. She lied to the police and to the motherfucking insurance company. You lied too, stinking bitch. I shouldn't, I've been trying to like have some balance and not come up here and call people's names. I shouldn't do that. I don't like that. But the behavior is so nasty. It's so disgusting. This is what the fuck I want to know. This is what the fuck I want to know. And this is why I keep asking, what did she do to you? And do you have a story? Come down here and tell your motherfucking story. Just nasty. So I really didn't appreciate that. Who else do I have up here? I don't know. I just feel like this is very vicious and uncalled for. And it just speaks to all of, these people's character, that y'all take so much delight and glee in someone's downfall. I can't believe that someone who extended you grace after you assaulted them unprovoked, you would jump online immediately with so much to fucking say. You should have got beat the fuck up that day. Mia should have got her ass beat that day. She should have got her ass beat. But you want to jump up to talk shit? Wendy. Remember whenever Wendy was like how she resigned from Johns Hopkins? Apparently, she didn't really resign. They let her go because they didn't want to be associated with Housewives or whatever. For all that, you should have beat her fucking ass. She should have gotten her ass beat. The fuck? I can't stand bitches like that. Now, we do have some positive news. I did see that corny ass nigga, the political commentator, saying he didn't like Wendy. Fuck that nigga. I was going to play his clip, but fuck him too. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Ooh, these bubbles got me just cussing. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, Lord. As I go to pour another. It's not good. I should not be cussing like this. My mother would not be proud. She'd be like, why do you cuss like that? You cuss like a sailor. I can hear her now. She's like, we need to rinse your mouth. Your mouth is filthy. That's how my mom would talk to me. Or she's like, oh my God. Mind you, she'd be cussing up a storm too. It's so funny. All right. I do have something positive to share though. In the midst of all the foolishness. Oh Lord, my Instagram cutting up. Let me go to y'all. These bubbles. These bubbles are taking it, honey. I don't mean for y'all to see me like this. I do not mean for y'all to see me in this way, honey. What? Child, what? Sometimes I just... Here we go. This is what I wanted to share. I finally got it. Finally got it together. 6K, baby. Cheers. Cheers to 6,000. Thank you for being here with me, y'all. 100 people in the room. Listen, I think I had at least 100 likes. I should be at like 120 by now. Late night Bonnie got me screaming. Listen, I've never done like a Bonnie after dark. So I don't know. Maybe one day. Sorry, I just got I'm at 120 likes, period. Can we get to 150? Can we get it to 150? Period. All right, let me share my screen. I wanted to share something that I thought was lovely. I thought that this was very, very sweet. And it was refreshing in the midst of all of the hate that I was seeing. This is a little message from the Jacqueline Blake. Jacqueline is a controversial persona. You know, she did walk around the room asking folks who pussy was stinking, but people can be redeemed at the end of the day. She had this to say. She said, Wendy was the only housewife who called me personally to congratulate me on my pregnancy. And she's always shown me genuine love and support during my last season on RHOP. Eddie has always been super cool, always respectful and cool with my child's father, sending my heart and deepest prayers to the Osefo family. I said, not Jacqueline being the motherfucking class act out of all of you hoes. Bonnie after dark spells bad. Okay, period. That's cute. That's cute. I don't know. Would y'all be down for that for real? Like every once in a while, like a late night live, and I don't know what we would talk about. Would we talk about salacious, sexy things? Like, I don't know. I have to figure out that space. Maybe I could have somebody come up here with me. That could be a vibe. That could be cute. Bonnie after dark. I would want it to be like planned and themed though. Like I'm not going to get up here and just wing it. Like it would be like a segment. Bad, B-A-D, Bonnie after dark, period. That's cute, y'all. That's cute. But I thought that that was just like very classy of Jacqueline. And I didn't expect that from her at all. I'm just like, okay. That was a pleasant surprise for me. That Jacqueline of all people had something nice to say about Wendy. It was just really refreshing. And then we have some general Wendy updates that we can get into. I volunteer as tribute. That's hilarious. Maybe we could do call-ins. Call-ins would be cute. Bonnie After Dark, a call-in show. Raina, I like the way your mind works. It was nice. I still don't want her back. Jameer, baby, we're twins. You're me. Because it was nice, but I ain't saying that we need to have her back or nothing like that. Like it doesn't give that, but I just still thought it was a very nice thing. Don't nobody need to see Jacqueline on our TV screens. And then the other thing you got to consider is like, I'm sure that Jacqueline was like a kind of like damn, I'm struggling with words right now. But I feel like she was part of a package deal, right? She came with Mia. Mia took her ass on somewhere else, right? The moment that Mia walked her ass up off of the reunion stage, she walked up out of my life as far as I was concerned. I saw her over there, cozying up with the Atlanta girls. I don't want to see you on Atlanta. I don't want to see you. I saw a lot of people talking about, oh, Mia would do so good on Atlanta. Fuck Mia. How about that? Fuck her. I don't want to see her ass up there. I don't want to see her anywhere on my TV. I pray that those babies are in therapy. I pray that the children are in therapy. But good motherfucking luck. I don't want to see her. Hello? So, Jameer, I'm right there with you. And not only that, it's like you got everything to motherfucking say, girl. Gone somewhere. Gone somewhere. Gone somewhere. Your time is up. Your time is over. You're done. Mia should go MIA. This one. This one right here. We don't give a fuck about what you're talking about, girl. We don't care. We don't care that you dating Bobby Valentino. I just want to get to know you. We don't care. All right. So we do also have a general kind of like Wendy update. A couple of things here that I want to address really quick. Y'all, I told myself, I was like, I'm going to get up here. I'm going to go live for an hour to an hour and a half tops. It's about to be 2 motherfucking hours. I'm running my mouth up here with y'all. My skin looks good today. The skin is skinning low key. I ain't gonna hold you. Period. His debut is still a masterpiece, is it? UKP? Actually, I need to go through his first album because I was listening to, I can't remember what I was listening to, but anyway, I was listening to a bunch of stuff and one of his older songs came up on my shuffle and I put it in one of my playlists, like a deep cuts playlist. Cause I was like, this is cute, Bobby Valentino. Like the music, I feel like such an old head if I say this, but I just feel like the music we grew up on was such a moment. Like I still find myself like going through albums from the 90s, going through albums from the 2000s, and I'm like, yo, the music was just different at this time. But the setting was different, the requirement, the energy. It wasn't no streaming. Motherfuckers was not getting paid 0.00000.3 cents. Niggas is not even making 3 cents per stream. So anyway, y'all. Child, I just be getting off on these little side tangents. All right, let me get into my general Wendy update. So apparently she was let go from Wesleyan, University. And then it came out that she resigned, whatever. I mean, I don't really know what to make of that, right? It's my understanding that a lot of the times, or I've seen this, people talking about this, that, if you're in that space in academia, if you're a professor, a lot of the times they will give you the option to say that you resigned, and that you are going on to greener pastures or whatever like that. Wait, is that a death reference? If it was, my bad. But, you're going on to bigger and better things. So maybe she, when the news broke, she was like, let me go ahead and resign from this position right now before they have to do it. So I don't know if that was a situation. I think it was smart. I think she was supposed to be teaching some class on like colorism and racism in reality TV spaces, something like that. It sounded like it was a course that would have been tea. Like if I were at Wesleyan, truthfully, I would have taken that course. Like if I could sign up for that, I would have taken it. It sounds like something that I would be into. You know what I mean? And I'm just sad that, so many people have to miss out on something that seems like it could have been really special. But I do want to share another clip with y'all, something a little bit more recent. We have been just running our mouths for almost 2 hours, y'all. All right, here we go. Oh wait, that's not it. Let me scroll up. What the hell is that? What is this? Oh, I think what it was is I sent myself a bunch of other stuff, like for like it's like if I'm getting a live together, I like to send myself a bunch of different hot topics. But for this one, it felt so Wendy and RHOP dense that I ended up not going with the other hot topic ideas that I had. So that's why I'm like having to sift through so much stuff. I'm like, oh my God, what is all this stuff I sent myself? Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all. We trying to prepare myself. She's gonna have to write books for a while. Ooh. Am I Jamaican? No, I'm not Jamaican. So I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, but I was raised around a lot of Jamaicans. I I love Jamaican people and I always sing their praises. Jamaican people are some of my favorite people in the world, honestly. Like I'm not even bullshitting you. Like Jamaican culture, I grew up around. I grew up a kid in Brooklyn, so I grew up around like dance hall culture, and there's like a very heavy Caribbean presence in Brooklyn, right? So my family is from Barbados and Trinidad. Both of my parents are from Barbados, and on my mother's side, my great grandmother is from Trinidad. So I claim both. I claim Trinidad and Barbados, but you know, y'all will mostly hear me claiming Barbados. But yeah, I grew up around a lot of Jamaicans, so y'all might hear me joke every once in a while and like say something in like Jamaican patois just because like I just grew up around them and I have like a deep respect and reverence for Jamaican culture. And yeah. Yeah, but my family is Caribbean. So I don't know if you heard like an accent or something. But yeah, my family's from Barbados. Oh, this is so sweet. Thank you. Oh, Jamaica loves you too. All the best, Queen. Thank you, Frostbite. That's amazing. I appreciate you. Yeah, so quietly, like, I don't know. I feel like Caribbeans in general, like you get it. You get the love and respect and reverence for Jamaicans because Jamaicans like have such like a deep history in the US and such like a rich artistic contribution to the art world, and I love them so much. Like it's always been like a dream of mine to like be able to like play a really amazing dance hall set like one day. I'm still putting together my set list, but yeah, I love me some Jamaican. So I don't know if I have some other Jamaicans currently watching this right now, but just know that I love y'all. Period. I don't believe in diaspora wars. I'm not with that shit at all. Jamaicans, Africans, you know, all of us that were brought over on a boat. I just have a deep love and respect for our overall contributions to the culture. So yeah. Period, Elran. Exactly. All right. Let me get into this last one. I wanted to speak a little bit to Andy Cohen and a couple of things that he had to say to Wendy, or about Wendy, rather. So let's speak to this. Oops.
I found out about the charges against Wendy and Eddie Osefo on Friday morning, and there's not much that I can say. I know nothing of the charges more than you guys do, than what I've read. I'm sad about this. I'm really sad about this. And Wendy is just, I'm a Wendy fan, and she has been a great housewife and a great role model she's always led with education and her solid family values. And so that's what, I'm really thinking about her and her family. And I'm certainly hoping that this is all some big, nothing. And by the way, last night's Watch What Happens Live, we had taped that before I went to LA. So that is why you did not hear me asking Ashley her thoughts on that, in case you were wondering. I want to say that, like all of you,
Quickly before I get into Andy's comments, I want to give a huge shout out to Claudia Smith 9117. Claudia just gifted 5 people a membership. Now, I don't know exactly how this works. Is it the first 5 people to try to join the membership that gets one? I'm not exactly sure. I've only ever seen that done on content creators channels who, they have like these huge followings, like memes, like people do that all the time. I've never seen anyone do that on my channel. So I just wanted to say huge thank you, huge shout out to Claudia Smith for that. I appreciate you so much. Like, I deeply appreciate y'all. Like, this live has really been everything to me. Thank you for all of the love, y'all. Like, y'all just being here really means so much. But sometimes y'all show up and show out in ways that I'm just like, it's beyond what I can verbalize at the time. Like, sometimes it'd be taking a second for me to like really process it, because I just be like dumbfounded and a little bit stuck. So thank you, Claudia, so much. That was so kind and so sweet of you. You didn't have to do that, but wow. 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 Oh shit, another one? This happened to me twice today. Shout out to Callie Steve and Claudia Smith for gifting 10 memberships today. Y'all, we got another 5 memberships that were gifted. Y'all, that was so sweet. Y'all are everything to me. I can't. Claudia and Callie Steve, y'all are absolute angels on earth. Thank you so much for this. Like, what? Baby, when I tell you I love the fuck out of y'all, like, what? Like, the love is so crazy to me. Like, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. Scotch gang, we growing. Member gang, we growing. Exactly, Robert, period. Thank y'all so much. For the members that are newly signing up, there's a lot of older content, that's archived that I just, I pulled from my page and it's back there. So if you want to go back and rewatch anything, it's all available. I'm probably going to be taking down more stuff this week and just putting it for members only, until like I have some very special members only lives and content for y'all. But the thing about it is, I don't know, like when everybody's on, it just feels like if I did like a members only live for 20 people, I just feel like the turnout for that wouldn't be so great. You know what I mean? As opposed to if I had like, more people in there. So I just want to make sure I can make it worth everybody's while, and just make sure all of the older content that I don't want out there is up there. Because as a content creator, sometimes I'd be like, I shouldn't have said that. And I'm like, I don't want to delete it. I'll make it available for my members. And if y'all want to revisit things, and Claudia is one of those people. I know you revisit older content. I see you in the comments, my love. Trust me, I see you. But y'all are everything to me. Y'all are everything to me. Thank you so much. Y'all made me feel so loved today. Like, sometimes I get in my head or a little self-conscious as a content creator. I'm just like, am I doing enough? Am I saying enough? You know, sometimes I'm like, am I smart enough? Like, you know, like you go through all of these motions. And again, just to speak to, like, you know, we're all insecure about something, you know, and but y'all reverse those questions that I have. So thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, that made me emotional. Okay. So I liked what Andy Cohen had to say in that clip. He said that he really liked Wendy, which, you know, he was a fan of Wendy, which that surprised me, you know, because I just felt like we have a pretty decent idea of, for the most part, who Andy Cohen likes, you know, and I just never got the impression that he just went up for Wendy so much. Thank you, Elren. Keeping the love flowing. Congrats on the growth. Is so cool watching the journey. Thank you, Elren. I appreciate you, baby. Y'all running it up. Listen, we in October right now. That November check is going to be cute. And I'm just really happy about that because these last couple of months, you know, as much as I drag Bravo has done so much for my channel. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when I take a break, I can definitely feel it. And, you know, we going through some things economically right now in the US. It's very treacherous. And honestly, we all we got. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate it for real. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, baby. And I love you back. I love y'all back. I really, really do. I love the fuck out of y'all. HL 5959. I do. I promise you I do. Toots took me out. Listen, I'm good for a listen, Toots. I'm good for one of those. But I did like what Andy had to say about Wendy, and then he did have a more recent update. I'm gonna play that. I sent this to myself a week ago, and I sent myself so many other things. But he has a TMZ clip that I'm gonna share next. Here it is from All True Tea. Shout out to All True Tea. Huge shout out to All True Tea, who does some incredible work. I just got an update in real time. So thank you to D Nicole for that. I'm gonna post that as well. Yeah. This I didn't expect us to get this deep into it, y'all. I guess I had a lot of things on my mind. All right, let's go ahead and take a listen to this one.
For Wendy, right? Have you spoken to any family? Have you spoken to her?
I haven't.
Now, are you going to record this and document all this stuff that's going on, or are you giving her privacy during this time?
I think that she is doing her own thing. I love her, and I love her family, and I love Eddie, and I am hoping that they come out of this really well. I think she's been a really great role model, housewife, and she's always led with her education and family values. And I really don't, I was as surprised as anybody was when I woke up to the TMZ news on Friday about this. And, you know, so, yeah.
How do you feel about people making fun? I mean, Ashley had a little joke, Ashley Darby, and other bloggers
you know
are
what,
saying
the women can kind of say what they want. They're, you know, but, you know, I would remind people there's a family here and there's real people involved. So
honestly, I kind of feel like there's a conspiracy against the housewives. I hate to say that, but I feel like every time it's like people go on housewives, all of a sudden they have this going on, going to jail, taxes. Do you think that law enforcement kind of follows and watches to see how elaborate these women are living and saying, do they really?
No shade, but that last bit about the conspiracy against the housewives, like, girl, shut your ass up, you know? Shut up. But T Hutch 80, I don't think he's a fan or likes Wendy that much, but unlike a lot of people, he is showing her grace, and I can appreciate that. That's the one. That is my exact sentiment. I was so surprised that Andy, of all people, was showing her grace, and I just feel like it's the correct and professional thing to do. Yay, I'm going back and watching. Thanks so much, Claudia. Thank y'all for going back and catching the older content. Y'all, I'm going to be throughout the week, I'm going to be archiving stuff that I'm just not so proud of, because I'm like, I do want to give y'all balanced reviews, and I am a public figure, so I don't want people that are public figures to find this and just be like, oh, whatever. Like, I just want to be as balanced as possible. There are some absolute gutter snipes out there that I'm like, I don't care if you see this and whatever, because you need to know that about yourself. But just in general, like, I just want to be more balanced. So there are going to be things that are archived that are going to be members only content. So thank you, Claudia. Yeah, but to your point, T Hutch, I think it's ridiculous the way people are acting in general. And I also appreciate that he is extending her some grace at this time. That is refreshing. And also, like, listen, I'm not naive. I know how this game is played. I know how things go, right? I know that it's very easy to root against a person that you don't like. I get that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm keeping that in mind as well, that apparently a lot of people didn't like her, which I didn't know, because, especially in these last couple of years, I saw a lot of people really sticking up for her and defending her and, whatever else. So it's just been very surprising to me. Huge shout out to Nita Boo for the Cash App. Thank you, baby. I see you. Thank you for this Cash App, Nita Boo, from my friend in my head. Congrats on 6K. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you so much. Just making sure I ain't miss nobody. Okay, I'm good. Perfect. Wendy just posted. I saw that. Somebody just sent it to me. So we're going to talk about that. We got some real-time updates, honey. Let me just make sure my notes are all covered, y'all. Yeah, I think I covered it with Wendy. And then after this, I'll jump into Stacy right quick, and then we could be done. I'll let y'all go on about y'all day. I know, y'all probably got dinner on the stove. I made some salmon, and I'm going to pop that into the air fryer. But I ran out of sides, so I got to chop some potatoes and pop that in the air fryer. And then I'm going to do like some roasted broccoli. Just keep it real simple. But y'all, like, when you are working out and you're lifting weights, like, you just be hungry like damn near every couple of hours. Is crazy. So I need carbs. I need something that's going to be filling. I need that protein. All right, y'all. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this most recent Wendy update that she just posted. Boom. Thank you for sending this to me, D. Nicole. I appreciate you. All right. Share my screen again. Hello? Okay, there we go. So Wendy Osefo posted, and through it all, God remains faithful. Thank you for the outpouring of love, support, and prayers for myself, and most importantly, my family during this time. We are forever grateful. Tune into Bravo TV tonight for a new episode of our HOP. So we see Stacy's in the comments talking about love you. Jacqueline saying he always shows up in our darkest times. Stay strong for them babies. So it looks like we got some solidarity from Stacy and Jacqueline right away. Carlos King, love me some you. You love all of the girls, Carlos King. You love all the girls. Is Carlos King a Libra? I love Libras now. Don't get it twisted. But he give me a little bit of, and I got a Libra moon, and in sidereal astrology, I'm a Libra rising, so I know our shit very well. And my mother's a Libra. I already joked about, people with Libra mothers needing, a support group or financial compensation. So I know Libra bullshit very well. Ain't no shade to the girls. I love Libras. So, listen, one thing I noticed about my life, a Virgo always gonna find me, and a Libra is always gonna find me. There's some karmic connection that I have with these two folks. I don't know what it is, but Virgos and Libras, they always gonna find me, child. And it's so funny too, because my biological father was a Virgo and my biological mother is not that I have any other version of a mother. I don't have a stepmother or anything. But anyway, my mom is a Libra and my biological father is a Virgo. And I feel like those two are the signs that they are everywhere. They are everywhere. And I love them down. Virgo gang, period. I love me some Virgos, love me some Libras. But I know y'all shit very well. And I feel like people who are close to Leos, y'all probably feel the same way. Like, listen, love y'all, but I know y'all shit very well. Carlos ain't slick. He wants that interview. Raina, this is the one. And the thing is, I feel like he would be smart if he could nab that. If he can scoop Wendy up before the Diane's, not that Diane Sawyer or, the Barbara Walters or the Tamron Halls is going to be looking for Wendy right now. You never know. Tamron might call on Wendy. I'll be wanting to call her Tamron, like Cameron. I don't know why. I feel like, but it would be smart. It would be very, very smart. You clocked it, Raina. You clocked it. All right. So she posted that picture. She posted another picture that was really nice too. But cool. So I think that Wendy is just like warming up. She's warming up right now. This is like her official first state. She did release a statement. I'm screaming. Yes, ma'am. Those Leos are work. Listen. I know we ain't easy. I try to be self-aware. We ain't the easiest bunch. We are not, okay? But I think Wendy is warming up to the idea of coming back. It's been a week. It's been a full week, and I'm glad that we got a little statement out of her. Let's go ahead and jump into Stacy really quick. I just have a couple of things. It's really not that serious, but TMZ did drop some receipts regarding Stacy, which, we needed this. We definitely. Oh shit, I almost closed my own damn tab. Lord have mercy. I'm glad I didn't do that. Okay, let me share this. Oh wait, that wasn't the one. Here we go. Okay, so TMZ has an update for us. RHOP's Stacey Rush divorce looks legit. Castmate suspected storyline ruse. So TMZ basically went on ahead and confirmed that the storyline of her getting this divorce was indeed legit. And my thing is, it's like this. I didn't mention this in my review, but my mom and I had this discussion where it was like, y'all don't know where she got married. What if she got married in Germany, right? So it's not like y'all would be able to pull up those documents so readily. For Giselle to say something to the effect of she went into some app and made those documents up, Giselle, please. Like, I need you to be very serious. Like, I don't feel like somebody's going to go through the trouble of creating a divorce settlement on an app just to appease you. Like, who the fuck are you? And who the fuck is Ashley to feel like she needs to go and create a document? Like, who are you? No shade. Like, I feel like it's something Giselle would do. It feels like a little bit of projection. Like, oh, what? I can go on this app and do this and that. Like, girl, shut up. Like, you the one who came onto this show, first episode, talking about how some actress show you documents. Why it ain't no motherfucking screenshot? Why you don't have receipts? All of this hearsay about somebody gave you this or somebody show you this, Giselle, shut your ass up, girl. Shut up. TMZ literally confirmed that she's really divorced. Like, what do y'all want from this girl? Now, I do think it is kind of funny if Stacy is like kind of playing up this idea that she's lying just so that the girls can like have conflict with her and she can be at the center of things. I feel like if you are smart, you can play dumb. If you're dumb, you can't play smart. And I feel like Stacy is a smart woman and she can play dumb. She can play into the blonde, kind of ditzy woman. I don't really know what's going on because she's actually smart in real life. Like, y'all hoes was looking up the wrong state. Y'all thinking it's in the DMV. Maybe, you know, she got married in Germany. Stacy is strategic. She is smart. Like, that's the thing. Thank you, Kane Tama. That's a new name. Stacy is absolutely strategic. Like, also, I would just feel weird about somebody like looking that heavy into my documents. If I say I'm divorced, like, just leave it at that. And if it comes out later that I'm lying, then we could deal with it. But I just feel like digging into somebody's shit to prove that their divorce is so fucking pressed and thirsty when it took you 10 years to get divorced. Who cares? I feel like only somebody who was lying about their own divorce and dragging their own divorce, would care that much about somebody else's. Y'all, these bubbles. Oh, she's out of there, y'all. She's tipsy. Thank you, Suspicious. Thank you. Okay, the husband filed in DC. Okay. So Stacy lives in Virginia. She has her house in Virginia. So they might have been looking in the wrong place the whole time. I feel like we all love Stacy. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. This comments be moving a little fast sometimes, child. I feel like we all love Stacy by the end of the season. German here, and you can't get documents easy here. So I was thinking that, Robert, and thank you so much for being a member and for being here with us. I didn't think that it would be so easy to get documents from Germany. Like, you shouldn't be able to. That would be very strange. That would be very odd, you know? Ashley didn't check all of the DMV. Exactly. It gave that maybe she just checked Virginia. I mean, not Virginia, because that's where she is now. I don't know. Maybe she just checked Maryland. And I think, and I could be wrong on this, but I do think you have to pay each time to access those documents, right? Because when I went to look up Tracy Braxton's will, when it was like her family telling all those lies about her, it was like $20 to get the document or whatever. So I do think you have to pay each time. $20 is not a lot, but I can't imagine that Ashley Darby is like she's going to pay more than $20 to get anybody's document. She just gives me like budget queen. And listen, I'm a girl who loves a budget. I'm very much like that. A budget, a bargain, whatever it is, like budget friendly girlies. Y'all know what time it is, but Ashley gives that down, even though she clearly has money. She makes her own money from the show. Ashley is not broke. Now, then again, she might be, because I don't know how her bills are set up. She might be taking care of Sheila. So that might actually be eaten through her pockets. I don't know. I don't know, y'all, but that was the Stacy update. She's really divorced in real life. You know, she had an interview with ET where she said something to the effect of the devil checks under the bed for Giselle at night. I thought that was really funny. I'd never heard that expression in particular used. So I thought it was fun and funny and original. And shout out to Stacy. I think she's a great addition to the cast. I think she's a part of what I consider the cast shakeup. You know what I'm saying? Between Angel and Tia. She's a newer member. She was introduced to us last year, but she's still new. She's only in her second season, and I love what she's giving so far. So now that is how to read a hater. Data protection, excuse me. Oh, what are words right now? Data protection is really big in Germany and in Europe. Okay, period. Shout out to, all of my people in Europe, everybody in the UK, in Europe, in Brazil, in South Africa. Oh my God, you know who was supposed to be here? Jabril Saul. He wanted to make this one. I'm so sorry that you couldn't be here for this one, boo. But here's the thing. Scotch Bonnet, Scotch Gang. I feel like our crew, our people were growing rapidly. So we going to be down here very soon celebrating 7K. So, it's no tea. But listen, I feel like that was it. I feel like I covered it for the updates. Again, I wanted to say thank y'all. I love y'all so much for being here with me. Thank you for helping me build and grow this channel and this platform and this digital corner of the universe that is just mine, where I get to be me. I get to be myself. And, I am an entertainer, but still in the same, I don't feel like I have to really perform or be anything other than who I am with y'all in every aspect, whether I'm talking about, friendship or romance or spirituality. Like, I feel like I can show up exactly as I am. And whether or not y'all are in agreement, y'all are still in acceptance. And that means a lot. So, yeah. Exactly. 8K soon, 7K. Yes, speak that life over me. I'm receiving it. I'm taking it all in. I'm receiving it. I love you too. Thank you, baby. Yes, we're calling it in. We're calling in this 10K energy. The energy of 10K is upon us. It's upon us soon. I love y'all so much. Please eat something good tonight. Okay? Tell your people that you love them. Love on yourself a little bit harder. Celebrate yourself. I don't care how big or how small it is. Celebrate that win, because only you know, or you know what it took for you to get there, to that moment. Only you. You know how much you needed to grind it out and sweat it out and go to bed early and get up early. You know the sacrifices that you had to make for that win. Don't wait for nobody else. Don't wait. Celebrate yourself, plan it, figure out what you want to do, and invite the people that you care about the most into your celebratory space. All right. I love y'all so much. Y'all made me feel so loved today. I feel so loved. I do. And I want to thank y'all. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow for Potomac. You know, it's just so funny. It's so interesting watching this show now, like knowing what we know about Wendy and just because she didn't confirm or deny nothing. She just said, I appreciate y'all for the love. And I feel like somebody who was innocent would be like, y'all, I ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Somebody concocted emails between me and my husband. It would be a little bit more going on. But listen, we all fall short of the glory of God, child. Some of us more than others. I feel like some crimes and some sins, you know, have more weight than others. So some of us can repent and others of us can't. That's for my Christian folks out there, okay? I don't want to be lumped in, you know, with the folks that just grabbing bussies and things like that. And almost knocking folks off the road. All right. Let me get on out of here. Thank you, Raina. We love you, Bonnie, and congratulations on 6K. I love y'all so much. I love you back, Raina. I love y'all real bad. Any Beyond the Gates videos in our future? Do y'all want me to start getting into Beyond the Gates? Because I just felt like it's so late in the game. We're like 150 something episodes in. Do y'all want me to jump in every once in a while and talk about Beyond the Gates? Because I can. I definitely can. So let me know, y'all, if you're catching the replay and you're watching Beyond the Gates, you want me to talk about it a little bit, we can get on here and do a little something. We can do a little something. Yeah. Yeah. Your blue sky post crack me up. I hear you, boo. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go and put me something in the air fryer. I'm about to cut up some potatoes and throw some broccoli in for a little air roast, little roasted moment. I love y'all so much. I love the fuck out of y'all, for real. Have a good Sunday night. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Okay. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So much love. Bye, y'all.